Live from the star-filled International Ballroom of the Beverly Hilton Hotel. Welcome to the 73rd Annual Golden Globe Awards.
The Golden Globe Awards have a reputation as a sweaty, drunken mess. In its 70-plus years, the Globe Awards have almost always veered off course by virtue of the open bar.
What? Hello.
I'll show you a pair of Golden Globes.
Look how drunk Glenn Close is.
I'm Bill Manhire, and I approve the following poetry analogy.
It might be helpful to think of the Globe Awards as the Sam Hunt to the Oscars' Ian Weddy. Now, Ian Weddy might be the more prestigious poet, but I definitely know whose house I'd rather have a sleepover in.
I think I would like to be in an elevator with Sir Walter Raleigh.
Good dope, our dope comes from the Kermit.
And this year's Globe Awards was slammed full of moments that everyone with a smartphone welded to their dominant claw could post online like chickens in a battery farm laying down a hefty crust of poos.
Oh, and I love you so much!
Which Hollywood star will take Best Actress in a Motion Picture Comedy? Only Andy Sale, Karen Angle, and John Nendick of Ernst & Young have the answer.
Idris Elba, Beasts of No Nation.
Dude, who's typing?
Of special interest this year was Leonardo Dicaprio's bent for spectacular gurning throughout the ceremony. If I was Lady Gaga, I'd definitely be watching my back from now on. DiCaprio's been known to get his main boy Maguire to exact revenge by sobbing acid tears in the face of his enemies. Of course, there were numerous winners. Christian Slater won Best Supporting Actor for Mr. Robot, which was clearly recompense for missing out for a Best Actor award in 1990 for his seminal and inspiring work in Pump Up the Volume.
Oh, this is a champion one. Oh, yeah.
Disrupt, bro. But what really filled up the hamster wheel was the MC, Ricky Gervase. If you hadn't seen the awards, you might have been mistaken for thinking the fang-toothed comedian had literally spent the whole 3 hours urinating in everyone's face. This was Gervase's fourth time hosting the ceremony, but it was still surprising to hear him manage to be transphobic and sexist all in the same joke.
I've changed. Not as much as Bruce Jenner, obviously. Now Caitlyn Jenner, of course. What a year she's had. She became a role model for trans people everywhere, showing great bravery in breaking down barriers and destroying stereotypes. She didn't do a lot for women drivers, but...
At times he appeared to morph into a character from his own fictional sitcom When the Whistle Blows.
Poor girl earns how much? Lucky now.
And he was, at nearly every turn, belligerent.
Our next presenter is the most respected actor in the room. That isn't saying much.
Crass.
So to be clear, that was a joke about me shoving Golden Globes that I've won up my arse.
And unnecessarily personal and cruel.
He's also the only person who Ben Affleck hasn't been unfaithful to. Please welcome Matt Damon.
But he also pointed out that not only did the Emperor not have any clothes, he was a bit daggy around the bum.
One Hollywood publication said that me hosting would mean that some film stars would stay away for fear of being made fun of. As if film stars would stay away from the chance of winning a Golden Globe, particularly if their film company has already paid for it.
Over the years, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, they're the people who vote on who gets the baubles, have been accused of taking bribes from Hollywood studios. For example, in 2011, the Johnny Depp stinker The Tourist was nominated for Best Musical/Comedy. As was pointed out at the time, the only music in the film was in the score, and the only comedy was Depp's hair. It was claimed that Sony had wooed association members with trips to Las Vegas and a Cher concert. And it's probably worth remembering that the Globe Awards were originally a series of lunches, organised by the association to curry up studio bigwigs so members could get more interviews with big-name stars. It's usual for award show hosts to poke fun at the proceedings, but nobody seems to do it as bluntly and with as much venom as Gervase.
That award is, no offence, worthless. It's a bit of metal that some nice old confused journalists wanted to give you in person so they could meet you and have a selfie with you.
He did miss one thing, however. It was somewhat unusual for the president of the association to implore the audience to use their fame for good.
We can all play an important role by using our influence to shine a spotlight on violence, on injustice, and intolerance.
But when anyone started to do exactly that, they started playing the hurry up music.
And I urge David Cameron and the British government to do everything they can to protect the BBC and ensure its future.
It is time that we recognize your history and that we protect your indigenous lands.
And has anybody else noticed exactly how happy Will Smith seems to be all of the time? He just seems to be constantly laughing like he's having an absolute ball of a time. And I just kind of think, you know, why would you... Oh, sorry. Hey, thanks guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. Subscribe to my RSS feed. So here? No, here. Okay, sorry. Thank you. Bye. Oh, shit.